Hello everybody, my name is Michelle and the community that I chose to speak about today is my work community. And the custom that I decided to speak about is the morning huddle. I work as a medical assistant for FQHC, which means we're a federally qualified health center. My custom in this community is the morning huddle. It helps us to be better prepared for the day and so we could better prepare for our patients and plan accordingly when it comes to staffing and lunches and things like that. The morning huddle that we have occurs every morning at the clinic. It helps us outline the day as to which patients need what so that we could work efficiently. The morning huddle actually starts the day prior. So the day prior around 3 o'clock, we go into the schedule, we print it, and we look at the patient's needs, if they need any vaccines, if they need any preventative care, and what's the reason that they're coming in. So after we're done with that, we're ready for the next day. So the next day comes, we huddle 15 minutes before patient care starts. Everybody that's involved in the huddle is the medical assistant, the front care staff, and the providers. So first we start off the huddle with going over any staffing changes, figuring out if there's anybody leaving early, if there's any issues with covering for lunch, etc. And then we go down one by one, discussing with the provider and the front staff and anyone involved what each patient needs. The front staff will let everybody know what patient is confirmed and who isn't confirmed. And we do that part so that we know, okay, this patient isn't confirmed, so this might be a possible appointment for another patient. The next thing we do is that we look at any scheduling conflicts. If a patient is scheduled with enough time, if a patient has the appropriate amount of time between like a new patient or a well visit. Now I'm gonna go over in detail what is the purpose of the huddle and why it's important to my community. I think the huddle in the morning is important because it shows us what each patient needs. It helps us empower our patients as to what's going on in their healthcare, and it helps us better take care of these patients. It also helps us be more organized and in control over our staffing needs, and if there's going to be any issues throughout that day, we're more mentally prepared to focus on that and problem solve the issue. Everyone in the clinic that we work at thinks that the morning huddle is going really well. The only problem is that sometimes in the morning with people running in late and things like that, that's the only negative, because some people can sometimes miss the morning huddle, and it's not beneficial to everyone if there's too many people missing the morning huddle. The morning huddle continues to be a custom in my community because it helps us take care of our patients. It helps us just be more organized. In conclusion, what the morning huddle means to me, it means that I'm going to start my day off properly. It means that I'm going to know exactly what patient A, patient B, patient C needs that day. I'm going to be able to tell the patient when I'm bringing them back, this is what you need today. This is what we're going to do for you today. And it gives the patient more time if there's another concern. So we already went over everything that they need, and they can actually bring up extra concerns, which empowers the patient and helps them to figure out what's going on if they need anything else. I think the morning huddle positively affects our patients, and it positively affects the staff. And we're going to continue to do the morning huddle as long as everybody thinks it's a good way to start our morning. So I wanted to say thank you everyone for listening to my speech, and I hope I was able to appropriately describe my custom, and I hope that you understand why a morning huddle in a clinic is important. And I think it would be a good idea for other clinics to start a morning huddle so they could prepare for their day as well. Thank you for listening.